All right, welcome into your 15-minute weather. I am a surprise guest, Meteorologist John Zeigler, here with our brand new Sunrise Meteorologist. You'll get used to him. It's Tucker and Tico from Boston, coming in all the way from Boston. Yep. Really excited to have you. Now, I'll let you talk a lot, but obviously a couple things. He worked in Eau Claire for a few years out there, and then you moved to Indianapolis, and then to Boston, where you're from, and then now we're coming back to the Midwest.
Yeah.
What's it like to come back to the Midwest?
It's great. I missed it out here. Eau Claire was such a good experience. And out of college, I was like, I could work closer to home, but I didn't want to. I wanted to go to the Midwest. I got family my mom's from St. Louis. I got family in Kansas City. And Eau Claire was great. It was the culture, the people, the lifestyle. It was what I wanted.
Farmers.
Yeah, it was a little.
We got a lot of them here too.
Yeah. No, it was nice. And so I stayed in the Midwest, went to Indianapolis, had an opportunity to go home. Wanted to check that off. Did that, and I was like, all right, well, I want to go somewhere I'm happy. Doesn't need to be home, and now I'm here. I'm really excited. We got hockey out here. We were talking before.
A lot of hockey.
Big hockey guy.
Wisconsin has hockey, but it's not like Minnesota.
No. This is the capital.
It's weird how because I went to Wisconsin and they care, but it's 10x. It gets weird. It's weird. It's a weird obsession in this state.
Yeah. I love it.
Kids are skating at 1. Isn't that how old you were when you skated? But Boston is kind of like that up there. Boston University and Boston College. Obviously.
Yeah, Boston's like number 2 only behind here. And then you could say it's probably Michigan after that.
Oh, Michigan.
Yeah, but the Massachusetts.
Like Maine and those are big hockey.
The South Shore, where I'm from in Boston, the South Shore is like seconds to only this area, literally right here. So it's a familiar culture, but there's a lot more ice out here to skate on in the winter, get a little more cold.
Yeah, you have to get into one of those beer leagues. Ice starts at like 10 p.m. though.
We'll navigate that when we get to it.
Right.
Penn State plays here too, which is nice. They'll play at Minnesota.
Penn State?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my alma mater. Didn't see them in New England.
They weren't very good at hockey, were they?
Well, we're good now.
Is Penn State good now?
Yeah,
it took a little while.
Gavin McKenna, first overall pick this past year.
Oh, really?
Well, we started to spend money with NIL, but it's changed things a little bit.
It probably has. St. Cloud State, where I was at, I don't know if the NIL's hurt them, but they went to the national championship a few times, never won it. But here in Minnesota, we have all their small schools. Like Minnesota Duluth is like
they're a powerhouse. They went
powerhouse,
back to back.
Powerhouse hockey.
St. Thomas is a D1 team.
Yeah, now they're up and coming.
Mankato's good.
Mankato's good. St. Cloud's good.
Yeah.
Gophers have been not as good as those other schools, which is interesting. The state schools are outdoing the U of M over the past 20 years. It's been St. Cloud and Duluth. Really Duluth. Yeah. But it's interesting dynamic here. Anyways, everybody was crazy for hockey.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
We could go on and on about
it. Anyway, so welcome in for the hockey. What about weather? You're more of like a summertime weather guy, right?
Well, I storm chase, which we've talked a lot about too. And Boston's great, but there aren't many storms. So it's.
Do you ever get supercells development out there?
Yeah, we had. I covered a day. We had 5 tornadoes in a day. It was September 5th, 25. But that was our biggest outbreak. They were all ones. They were all ones, EF1s. That was our biggest outbreak since 2011. So it's and the state hasn't had an EF2 since 2011 either. So it's a little different. Yeah, it's not. And in general, storms it's not the same. So I'm excited to be back in severe weather country. People in Boston are probably annoyed at me saying, I miss the Midwest and the storms because I just talk about it all the time.
Who misses the Midwest?
Yeah.
Well, they have tornadoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Southwest Minnesota really can get very large tornadoes.
Yeah. The weather's been like a life dream, Like I've loved severe weather. I've loved the weather since I was 1, 2 years old. I don't remember that, but I used to go around yelling and screaming about the weather when I was a baby. And
so you were like 6, 7, 8 years old. You were just telling people, "I'm gonna be a wearman."
Yeah, and people were like, "Oh, that's so cute," And then I think once you get to high school, they're like, "Oh wait, you might actually be serious about this." Yeah.
It's like telling people you're gonna be an NFL player. We just don't get paid like them, but it's like the pipe dream type thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not actually that complicated to get. Once you get involved, you're like, it wasn't even that hard.
Like the path was just there.
You realize not a lot of people go for this. Which, if you're out there watching, if you have a young kid, if they're decent, they're going to have a good career.
If you love what you're doing, I feel like it kind of comes to you.
I feel like that's any job. But
the calc, the physics was its own thing.
Oh yeah, I got C's.
A couple bad.
I don't know how people got A's in that. But yeah, you can get through it. That did kind of suck a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't tell kids like, hey, but yeah, for me, I can't even, still to this day, barely read and write. Not even joking. But I was really good at math and really good at science, or at least adequate.
Yeah.
And I love weather.
Yeah.
It's funny how it's
there
like,
you go.
If you love weather or you love something, you don't even have to be the greatest at all the behind the scenes crap.
Yeah.
You don't have to be the best mathematician to be the best forecaster. That doesn't correlate. And I never realized that.
Getting better.
Yeah, I never realized that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So welcome into the show. I think this morning you flipped a burger. We had you flip a burger.
Yeah.
This is like the most. First off, I'm like,
know.
you're such a city guy to say you haven't flipped a burger, but you flipped the burger right on the floor on live TV.
Flipped it all the way off the grill.
So where you're like, hey, we will have to share this. But what's your Facebook and Instagram? And you're big on
everything's at Tucker Weather. That's
Tucker WX or Tucker
just
Weather.
Tucker Weather.
You got that handle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice handle.
I know. Actually, it was my dad's idea back. Funny story. When I was 16, I used to text my parents, be like, "There's a crazy tornado in Montana," and they were like, kindly, we don't care. Like we don't care about this. So
we live in Boston.
Yeah, like you need to make it social media and have an outlet. So I was like, I don't know what a handle was because I was the oldest. So like I feel like I don't know. I wasn't really in the whole like huge social circles. I'm going out with my friends. Like I had my close circle and I didn't really care that much in high school.
Right.
And then my dad's like, yeah, maybe use Tucker Weather as a handle. And I was like, okay. And it stuck.
Good.
So my friends even just call me Tucker Weather.
Tucker Weather, Facebook, Instagram, and then TikTok. You're big on TikTok as well.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You'll have to share the burger flip. It was pretty funny. Yeah. I won't ever forget that, I don't think.
I'm not going to forget that.
But yeah.
First time out there, flip it straight on the ground.
I know. I mean,
you ate it.
Yeah, I ate it. Yeah.
Was it good?
It was a good burger.
I mean, you did 99% of the work there, but
no, they were like some basic burgers. I don't know, just kind of. That's the thing about the morning show. It's just all vibes and great teams. So you'll fit right in.
That's not hard to tell. I'm excited.
It's fun until there's a snowstorm. Then it's snowstorms here, and you already know, Claire. Snowstorms are like everything.
Boston gets snowstorms.
Yeah. Snowstorms are the biggest, and then I would say it's tornadoes are second, but. Unless you have a massive tornado outbreak, which we probably only get once a year, maybe.
Depending on the area.
Yeah. But we've had quite a bit of tornadoes. They've just been focused in northern Minnesota, which is never good because you can't even see them because of those dense woods.
Yeah.
So that's where it really been odd, I would say, the past 2 years. All our tornadoes have been in northern Minnesota. We had that EF2 in Detroit Lakes. There was the EF3 in Appleton. I know that's in northern Wisconsin.
No, but still, that was...
It hasn't been, and it will change. I mean, if you look at Illinois this year with 230 tornadoes.
Yeah, the state record already. Indiana's up there too.
Yeah, and they've had the big boys. So
yeah,
we'll see. I don't want to be a part. I don't want to be here all night long, but I'll have to shift you to nights when we have tornadoes.
Yeah, I was saying, I'm like, I'll go out and chase. I'll feed it back. Yeah.
Would you really?
Absolutely.
That's gonna be great.
That would be a dream. Honestly, I absolutely would do that.
That'd be awesome.
I might need to rent a car, but
Nah, we'll just give you a car.
We'll
give you a Carolina
just
vehicle.
fine. That's right.
If I tell him it's for
we work
work,
at a place with cars.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, he's gonna go get his tornado coverage. They'd be like,
this is too easy. Yeah, it's too easy. Yeah.
All right. Well, they probably got the meeting here. I'm gonna let you go to that, and I'm gonna get some weather.
Awesome.
All right, man. Nice. Everybody, you're gonna get to know Tucker well. We'll see him on Sunrise every morning. Start at 4:30 in the morning, and he'll be doing this with Courtney every day. All right, let's get out there. So the almanac, our temperature's been dropping with the average. The average is 81 degrees. So that was 84 just a week and a half ago. Wind speeds have been something to watch out for here this morning because when you have a low pressure center to your south, you're going to have an east wind, right? You have high pressure starting to build up here, but I always love to look at the wind speeds because it'll tell you a lot. East winds or southeast winds, those are typically rain wind because of that tells you the location of the low pressure center. And the low pressure center is just to the south. So if we pull it down here, where do you see that low? Right, this is the low this morning. See how it's right here? Now where's it been raining? Yeah, right on that boundary. So that's all going to be shifting to the north this afternoon and this evening, and we will have a chance for some rain. So I would say the biggest thing for today is the shower chances increased quite a bit here this evening. So shower chances increased tonight. Spotty rain on Saturday, but Saturday's rain chances have come down. I'm not expecting nearly as much rain on Saturday as maybe this evening. Models differ quite a bit. I don't have them plugged in here. Maybe I could get them in, but a perfect Sunday is going to be expected here, and it looks fantastic this Sunday. So here's this morning. This is, again, right around 11 o'clock. You can see the storm starting to get onto the border. Watch them move north. Now, they weaken at 1:40, but what you don't realize is there's actually still a boundary right here. So while the storms are gone, what the model isn't telling you is there's what we call a residual boundary. Now this is at 1 o'clock, and you'll notice it's still to the south. I do not expect a lot of rain today. But because the boundary's in place, I'm not going to rule out rain after 2 p.m. I would prepare for rain after 8 or 9, but this would be the starting time for this just because that residual boundary is starting to lift to the north. A couple of areas that to watch out for here the next few days, down here and then up here, because these are locations where there's actual low pressure centers, a low pressure center and a low pressure center. So northern Minnesota may actually have pretty active weather. That would be Saturday's rain. This would also be Friday night to Saturday. We're going to be dealing with this boundary stuff. The difference is this is hit or miss. This is widespread near the low pressure center. So let me take those off here, and you can see as we roll through this, I do think at this moment you'll see this is already by 6 o'clock. Models, they do bring a little rain. So I do think that is possible at around that 6 o'clock time that boundary is draped overhead. So at 6 p.m. we could get a couple of pop-up downpours. Just be prepared for that. It is entirely possible. So the rest of the day, a lot of dry time here over the next 4 hours, and then we kind of get socked in the clouds here. Now remember we talked about that wind speed. The wind is going to be out of the east at 10 to 15 miles per hour, and it will be breezy at times, but I'd say the best time of the day is until 4 p.m. If you have plans this evening, you don't need to change them, but you do need to be aware of the chance for rain. Best chance for rain today, again, you can clearly see it. I'll circle it. The best chance for rain today during the afternoon is down in this area here. I think we'll have some spotty showers. There's that northeast influence here up towards Brainerd and Bemidji, and that's going to keep it mainly dry. So it's high pressure kind of in between, and then low pressure down on the southern part of our viewing area. Saturday morning, again, temperatures in the 60s, a pretty warm start. Spotty rain will be possible. It is warm and a humid day, and that's why I think Saturday just looks a little more stuffy. A few showers possible during the day on Saturday, but dew points are going to be riding 70 degrees. So that's why we have rain chances. We can't say it won't rain on Saturday, but what we know about Saturday is the morning and the night have the best chance for rain. Comfortable Sunday and much brighter because high pressure really develops. Let's take a look at Saturday here. Remember we talked about that widespread rain? Well, that's really far to the north Saturday morning. Pop-up on and off light rain showers will be possible Saturday during the morning hours. Now, I'll take it hour by hour to really give you a heads up on what's going on. Now, as we go to 9 p.m., Brainerd. I've had a lot of folks ask me about Brainerd. I do think we'll have spotty on and off rain in Brainerd all day Saturday. I would love to say, hey, it's going to rain an inch. It's not. It's probably going to rain a tenth to a quarter inch. So when you see a tenth to a quarter of an inch, you just can't change your plans. But the better chance during the day is to the north. Then, as we head into the afternoon, quite a bit of dry time here. You can see I can't rule out rain, but to me this is so spotty you can't change your plans. But then you look down to the southwest and you see, all right, maybe we have a better chance for some rain coming in here. This is 6 p.m. This will be the better chance for storms. They're going to start up towards Brainerd at 5 or 6, and they're going to slowly drift to the south and southeast. You can see that line here. This is the St. Cloud area at 8. That line will eventually move down towards the Twin Cities at, right now, 10 o'clock. However, it is not a guaranteed chance for rain, and be aware of that. That is still going to be spotty. Evening shower here on Friday. Shower is going to be possible on Saturday morning and night. Sunday looks fantastic, and then I think the better chance for rain is on Tuesday and Wednesday. All right, well, hey, it's been great to see you guys. I haven't got to do this in 3 months. Thanks for watching the 15-minute weather and on Kare 11 and Kare 11 Plus. Have a great day.